Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a
gain of 13 yards. First down, Jets.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Bell. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. From just shy of midfield, Darnold. Trying to improvise. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the 1st, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw, Darnold. A screen to Bell. Fights through it. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Ingram. Ingram's got the 1st down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. 4 yards on the pickup.
On On second down, Ingram.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Keep it up. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, who's it? Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
54. Here we go, D. Jim. Alert 3. 22, check, mama. 20, go.
Jackson on first down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Third down and 9.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you, Tom.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
At the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Foxtrot. You.
Darnold from the gun. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Third and 2, Darnold. He's got a 1st down in it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, watch this. No.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens Ravens touchdown.
We got 6.
Chris Moore, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And all that. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson finds Roberts left side. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a note. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. As the first half is winding down, and the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Check 26, check 26.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Here we go, here we go. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Let's go. Mike.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson letting one go deep for Roberts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one, because margin for error is starting to slip away, and now it's down to a one-score game.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Right there. 54 right there.
At the 47-yard line.
All good. Any day. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Mike 40. I'm scared. Let's go. Rush. 40's Mike.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's looking deep for Bell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, check. Mike, order. 57. I'm coming after you. 57 to Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That one good for 33 and a first. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. First play of the drive there is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. On fourth down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Watch the eye.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 37. Shift. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Barrett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check 4, check 4. Check, check. What? Check. Go. Motion. Reset. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch 57.
Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
I got you. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Tackles. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, baby.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now it's Darnold. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40, 20, 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Darnold on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Darnold now to throw. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. An overall 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again, Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 out long. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Get him on. Rest. Don't let him breathe.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10. At the 43-yard line.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Dang, baby.
Jackson, options out left. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline